last Tuesday of the month, so come join us for game night. This is where the mind meets the magic. We dive a little deeper every time. Theme parks, cruise ships, and travel. If you don't listen, it's a crime. Game night is not just for us. We want you to join in too. So put your comments in the chat and show us what you can do. Mousecast Podcast is diving in. Join us Tuesday nights for our live show. When hosts let the mind meets the magic, you find out what you need to know.
Hello and welcome to Mousecast, the podcast where the mind meets the magic. This is episode 74. Hey, Matt, Megan, Hawk, what night is it? Game night. We are at the last... Yeah, Taco Tuesday. Yeah, we're this is the last Tuesday of the night, and so it means game night is on. So if you are watching us, be sure to play along. We are going to play a fan favorite here on Mousecast. It's time for a good old round of 20 questions. So I will be giving you whether it's a person, place, or thing. You don't have to ask that. That's a freebie. Every person, place, or thing has a connection to the Disney parks. Now, it could be something current, or it could be something that is no longer found at in the parks. I will say most of them are current, but there are a couple that are not currently found in the parks. So, good evening, Chris. Welcome. Glad to have you here again. If you're watching right now, be sure to chat out, and share that you're here. And we'll open it up to the viewers to start asking questions. So we're going to start right off the bat with round one, and we'll start off with Matt. Matt, this is a person, and so question number one goes to Matt.
All right. Is this person is an animal?
Is this person an animal? That's question number one, and the answer is no. All right, so Megan, we'll go to you.
Is this person in a Disney movie?
Yes, this person is in a Disney movie. That's question number two. Hawk, question number three.
Wait a second. I just want some clarification.
Yes.
Isn't every person an animal?
Okay. So that we can get rid of, and you call it Chuckism. That's a Hawkism here.
Well, I mean,
come on.
I'm being honest, like that's a little confusing.
Folks, they yell at me. What you don't see in the back is they fuss at me all the time because they always fuss at me on 20 questions games because they think I'm being too particular. It's all on how the question is asked.
20 questions. I have won every 20 questions game we've played. I have no problems, Chuck.
So I will answer.
Congratulations.
There we go. We've done twice, actually. We've done two. So to Matt's question, no, it is not an animal in the traditional sense of an animal. Hawk, go ahead. Question number three.
Okay. So was this person in a live action movie or an animated movie?
Funny you say that. I will say the answer is... Well, no. First of all, it's got to be yes or no. You haven't given me a yes or no. Remember, you asked me A or B. I got to answer yes or no.
Okay. Is this person in a live action movie?
I have to think here. The answer is currently no. And that gave you a hint. Currently no. All right, so question number four. Anybody, hey Chris, or anybody online?
Ask a question.
Ask a question away. So
this is a viewer's turn.
That's right, viewer's turn. So again, this is a person. We know already that it is not an animal. That I believe Megan asked, is this person in a Disney movie? Correct? That was your question, and the answer is yes.
Chris said, are they a villain?
Is this person a villain? Good question, Chris. The answer is no. This person is not a villain. All right, we're back to Matt.
Okay, is this person slated to have a a live action movie released in the future?
Yes. It is slated to have a live action. This person is slated to appear in a live action movie in the future.
Well, now I wish that I paid any attention at all to the live action remakes because I ignore them all and I have no idea what's coming up. Is there an attraction currently at Disney World where this person also can be seen?
I will say the answer is yes if, and I'm going to be generous here, if you include the character meet and greet that is in that same area. I would say the answer is yes. So that was question 6. All right, Hawk, you're up with question 7.
Would this character's meet and greet be found at Animal Kingdom?
No, this meet and greet would not be found at Animal Kingdom. All right, Chris, and anybody else online who is watching, ask away. We have
Viewers question.
We've gone through quite a few bits here. I've given you a few hints.
This will be question 8, right?
Yes, this would be question 8, and so we're going to give our viewers a moment. Here we go. Does this person sing? A really good question, Chris. And the answer is absolutely. That was question 8. So this character does sing. I gave you a hint that it's a character, but I think you've already figured that out. Matt, that's question number 9 for you.
Is this character a female?
This character is indeed a female. Yes, a good question. Megan, question 10.
I can't picture the meet and greet of the person that I'm thinking about. I don't know that she has one. And if she doesn't, okay. Let's see. Does this person have an animal sidekick?
Does this person have an animal sidekick? I would say absolutely yes. So that is question 10. Question 11 goes to Hawk.
Would this person be found in Epcot?
Yes, this person would be found in Epcot. All right, we're back to the viewers for question 12. We know that this is a character that is found in Epcot. We know this is a character that has a animal sidekick. Let's see. What was it, Megan? What was it, Megan? You asked this last time. Was this
The animal sidekick?
Yeah, you asked.
They were female.
If they were female, yes, very good. So that's our recap there.
All right, so we're on viewer questions.
Yeah, we're on our viewer question here. So we know this is a female character who has an animal sidekick. Yeah, or make a guess. Go straight up and make a guess.
Yep.
Take a shot if you want.
If you think you know who this person might be. Does this character represent a specific time in history?
Ooh.
This is
If this character does,
Chris,
that's a good question. If this character does, I'm not certain that it's really relevant to the story. Okay, the answer to that might be yes, but if it is yes, it's not significant by any stretch of imagination. The history part doesn't really come into play. So I will, for the purposes of this, I will say no. This is not a major factor of this character. The fact that it represents a certain time in history. I think I know where Chris was going with that particular one, and I understand where that is, but that's not I don't think that's the right one. Alrighty, so Matt, you're up with question 13.
Is this Mulan?
Is this Mulan? And the answer is no, it is not Mulan. Question 14. Megan.
Is this person Rapunzel?
Is this person Rapunzel? It is not Rapunzel. Question 15 for Hawk.
I'm torn on. So my feeling is, well, no, because you said. Now I'm thrown.
Yeah. That's the first evil laugh, and it's only the first question. I like this. Have I got him on the first round? On the very first one? Wow.
Has there been more than one movie associated with this character?
Has there been more than one movie associated with this character? Absolutely, yes. All right, question 16 goes to the viewers. So if you are out there and watching, hey, share out in the chat, ask a question, or if you think you know it, throw out the guess. So let's recap here. Matt, you asked again.
I guessed if it was Mulan.
If you guessed it was Mulan and it was incorrect, and Megan guessed Rapunzel, which was incorrect, and Hawk said, does this character have more than one, is this character featured in more than one movie? And the answer is yes, absolutely. So let's see here. Let's see if our viewers have got it. Have they figured out who this particular person is? We're going.
It's either viewer question or viewer solve. So.
That's right. Let's see. Do our viewers know who it is? Share out.
Let's see what the thoughts are.
Let's see what they are. Yeah, we're giving them a
should have
second
thrown
here.
my guess out, but
Tom just joined and said, all right, I'm going to put them together as a joint thing. Is it Elsa? No, it's not Elsa, but I'm going to let that go for free since Tom just joined. Does this character frequently... Okay, I think maybe this says, is this character frequently found outside of the traditional meet and greet in other areas of the parks, such as parades? Yes, this character has been seen in other areas like a parade. So that's question 16. Tom, welcome, by the way. Let's see here. Matt, you are up for question 17.
Elsa was the way I thought, because I thought about Frozen 2 with the horse, but that takes that out now.
Have I got him?
I have another guess, but I don't think it's that person either. So
This is the last round because you're 17, Megan's 18, Hawk's 19, and the viewers have 20. So this is your last shot.
Really, your last shot, because I'm pretty sure Hawk knows what it is. Who
no,
is?
nope.
Wow, did I get him on the first one? I didn't think I thought this one would go easy.
They've got, see, what's throwing me is the live action, because I don't know what's coming up as far as live actions.
Everything's coming up as far as live actions.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, yeah, it seems like it, but, all right.
All right.
Has this character been out in the last... Has this character's movie come out in the last 10 years?
Yes, absolutely.
So it's a fairly new movie. Okay.
Okay. Megan?
Oh, well, that...
Question 18.
Wait, but this person's been part of multiple movies. So one of the movies that they've been in has been released in the last 10 years, is what?
I'm not going to clarify. I just said the answer was yes. I'm not going to clarify. You're not going to get an extra one out of me. You're going to kick yourself. Every one of you is going to kick yourself.
Okay, I'm going to take a stab at this because
Go
it's my
for
last go around, and because there's one coming out, and I don't do live action, so I don't know that there is. But he also never said that the original movie wasn't live action either. Is it Mary Poppins?
No, it is not Mary Poppins. Not practically perfect this time. All right, Hawk, question 19. The pressure's getting on. Can he get it before, or are they stumped on the very first
Would you
one?
say the movie that this person was in was an emotional film?
Yeah, I mean, I would. There are definitely people that cried, I would say, because of this movie. I mean, it's very moving. So that's question 19. And Tom asks, is this Pocahontas? Which, this is where I thought people were going. No, it is not Pocahontas. Chris, I'll give you just a second if you want to throw a quick shout out real fast if you've got another guess, because this is question 20. So this is the end, and whether you get it or right, I've stumped them on the very, very first one, which I'm surprised about. Is it Joy from Inside Out? No, it is not Joy from Inside
That's
Out.
where I was going.
I gotcha. Okay, so let's go back through this. Multiple movies, yes, 1 and 2. A future movie coming out, yes, but not a date. I don't think has been announced. It is not. It's coming in the near future, but I don't know the date has been out. It is Moana.
Where's Moana's meet and greet at Epcot?
Animal Kingdom.
No, Moana's meeting.
No, it's at Journey of Water.
Journey of Water, and you said Epcot, and I said yes, it's at Epcot, and her meet and greet is right outside of Journey of Water.
Because
But she
it was
wasn't
for
meet and
so
greet
long, it was at Animal
Yeah,
Kingdom. That's where I was starting with.
Well, there might have been one there, but I was thinking the one at Epcot, and it's Journey of Water. There's there. Okay.
In the last year and a half, there's been.
Okay. Well, all right.
I have
Fine.
That just
pictures.
threw me.
I have pictures of my kids with Moana and Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
I
Well.
didn't know what- I
Thank you.
didn't say I was there.
All right.
Girl, represent there.
All right. Well.
Threw us off a
Anyway.
little.
That was warm up. Throw that one out.
Nope. I win it. So I got that one. Okay. So
There's an asterisk on that. You were wrong.
I'm not an asterisk. Oh, come on. I gave it away. I thought for sure you would get Moana. I mean, my God. You know.
Aloha, Chuck.
Aloha. Yeah, that would be Lilo and Stitch, but anyway. So, and Christmas is the one that messed me up because I'm like going, okay, wait a minute. Is this technically a historical movie? But I don't really think it is. But, if it is, it's not really critical to the story. So, all righty.
Okay, round two. This was.
All right, next one up. So I got you guys on the first one, so I win the first one. All right, next up is a place. So we'll start with Megan.
Okay. Is this place a land in one of the 4 parks?
No, it is not a land in one of the 4 parks. So that is one.
Is this place outside of the parks?
That's question 2, and no, this place is not outside of the 4 parks. All right, viewers, you are up. It is not a land, and it is not outside the parks. What have you got? This is a place. And to catch you up, Tom, every single one of these, it's a person, place, or thing, is connected in some way, shape, or form to a Disney park somewhere. So, have you got any questions yet? So question number 3 goes to the viewers. So, have you got one to share out? Let's see if they've got one to offer here. There we go. Is it connected to a Disney movie in any way? Not that I know of. I am not, and I'll put the 2 together. I'll let them both be together. The same one. Is this a restaurant? It is not a restaurant, and it is not connected to a Disney movie in any way. So I'll let the 2 kind of come together. Alrighty. So Matt, you are up with question 4.
Okay. Is this a ride?
No, it is not a ride. All right, Megan.
Is this place an attraction?
No, it is not an attraction. I understand the difference between the 2, and I'm glad you said that because.
That just took my question.
Yep. All right, Hawk, you're up for question 6. Viewers, be starting to think about what your question might be. All right, Hawk.
Is this the Liberty Bell?
No, it is not the Liberty Bell. And the Liberty Bell like restaurant. Yeah, no, it is not that.
No, not the restaurant, like the bell.
Well, that would be a thing, not a place.
Well,
But
it's
anyway.
a place in the park.
Well, kind of, sort of, but either way, no.
Okay.
So either way, no. Alrighty. So viewers, you are up. We know that it is not. Is this a landmark in one of the parks?
Good question.
That's a good question, and I'm struggling with this one because again, it's always depends on the question. The question is, how do you define landmark? If you are saying, is this one of the weenies, like one of the park icons, or is this just a signature place in the park? So clarify that one real quick, Because how do you define landmark? So we'll have to kind of see how that goes. Because an icon. Okay, the answer is definitely no. Then, all right. So it is not a park icon. That was question 7. So we are back to Matt for question 8.
So if it's not an icon,
Nope.
okay. But it sounds like it's got some kind of significance to one of the parks, I'm assuming. So okay, is this place a high photo op area?
Is this place a high photo op area?
That was my question.
Well, I guess it could be, sort of. One could consider it a high photo, but it's not really, let's put it this way, it's not known for its photo ops. How about that? Is that fair enough?
All right, that works. Because it kind of
Okay,
eliminates, like,
because I mean, when you find out what it is, the answer to your question kind of could be yes, but it's not really known for photo ops. Okay, all right. So I'll put it that way. It's not known for photo ops. All right. So Megan, you are up with question number 9. None of you have asked the typical questions I'm expecting, but
Well, here's one.
Yeah.
I'll ask it.
go.
Is this place in Magic Kingdom?
Yes, it's in the Magic Kingdom.
Right, I hit it in one.
I was like, okay. I was expecting this right out of the gate, but I mean, you know. All right, Hawk, you're up. Viewers, be thinking about your question. This is in the Magic Kingdom.
Is this place in Fantasyland?
No, it is not in Fantasyland. Now we're cooking with gas here. All right. Viewers, what have you got? We know it's in the Magic Kingdom. We know it's not in Fantasyland. We know it's not a restaurant. It's not a park icon. It is not connected to a Disney movie directly. We'll see what they say here in a second.
Your question. What do they got?
Yeah, as I'll say, let's see what they're saying here. Whether Tom or Chris have got something to share here.
Let's
Or
see if
anybody
we-
else, if you're also on here and if you haven't chatted out yet, share out. Share your guess or your question, either one.
They're asking some good questions. So I
They are
appreciate
asking some
the
great
time.
questions.
Time taken. It also gives me more time to come up with a question because right now I got nothing. So
At least we figured out the park.
Is it the
Yeah, you figured out the part. Is it the Carousel of Progress? I know it's not, but I wanted to get Hawk. No, it is not Hawk's favorite attraction. Because we said earlier it's not an attraction, but it's not the Carousel of Progress. So we'll let that go. All right, so
Tom.
yeah, good old Tom. All right, Matt, you are up, sir, for question number 12. We know it's in the Magic Kingdom. We know it's not a restaurant or a park icon or an attraction.
Is this place a store?
Yes, it is a store. I was going to say, come on, guys, it's obvious. All right, Megan, that's question number 13 to you.
okay. I'm still stuck on like this photo thing of like it's not a place that people search out for photos, but you could definitely say I'm just like my brain.
You'll see why I kind of once you hear the place, you'll kind of anyway. I don't want to say.
Is
Go
this
ahead.
place on Main Street?
Yes, it's on Main Street. All right, Hawk. I think Megan knows what it is now.
Go here, and I'm trying to think of the way that you would go in your mind because you wouldn't go mainstream. You'd go a little different. I'm going to say, is this place the confectionery?
This place is indeed the confectionery. So
Nicely done, Hawk.
Hawk gets it. It is the confectionery. No, Tom, it was not the Emporium.
I
Got
knew,
that?
I knew that would be everybody's first guess. So I was.
So
like,
do you see where I'm at? I'm like, it's not a
Because
photo
Jack would never do
place,
that.
but there are people that do photos and selfies with the apples and all the whatever. So, and it's not directly connected to a movie, but though I think it's got some. There may be a few movie inspirations with it just because of its decor and all that kind of stuff. But no, it is indeed the confectionery. So Hawk got that one on question number 14. All right. So Megan, we start with you. This is a thing.
I started. Didn't I start the last
No, you did. I'm sorry. Hawk starts this one. Sorry.
This is
Hawk.
a thing.
This is a thing. So we are doing question number 1. This is a thing, and viewers, be ready because you're up next. So
Is this thing a form of transportation?
no, it is not a form of transportation. All right. So viewers, this is a thing.
Chuck, I don't know if you'll answer this question or not, but in
All right.
general, like clarification, not
Yep.
on this thing.
Sure.
but Rides and attractions, are you considering those things or places?
Attractions are considered places.
Okay.
Let me make sure. Let me look at my list here and make sure that's the case. Yes, attractions are considered places. A good question, a clarifier for yes. All right. So viewers, you have a thing, and we know that it is not whatever Hawk's first question. I don't remember what it was now.
Not a form of transportation.
Not a form of transportation. There we go. All right, so viewers, yes, so we know it's not a form of transportation.
Okay,
So-
viewers, what you got?
Yep,
What's your
what you
question?
got here? So share out. There's some of the obvious ones that you can ask, of course. So,
Sometimes the obvious ones are the best
all
ones.
right, so yeah, there we go. Tom's going the obvious. Is this in Hollywood Studios? No, Tom, it is not in Disney's Hollywood Studios. Matt, you're up.
Okay. Is this thing park specific?
Yes, it is park. Is this a form of appeal? Okay, I'm afraid I'm not sure what that question even means, but maybe this is where we're getting the lawyers out now for the form of appeal here.
I'm trying an appeal on Moana.
There we go. You wouldn't have gotten it anyway. So,
I was going with Animal Kingdom. I was gay.
we'll see. Anyway, so this was question number 3, and you said, "Is what was it again? Is this park specific?" Yes, it is park specific. Yeah. I mean, I guess the answer is park specific. I will say it this way, meaning that you only can find it in one park versus finding it in multiple parks. Okay. All right, Megan, you're up.
Is this thing a food?
No, this thing is not a food. That's a very good question, though. Hawk, you are up with question number 5. This is not a food. It is not in Hollywood Studios, but it is only found in one park.
Is this a souvenir?
No, it is not a souvenir. All right, viewers, you are up. What is your next question? We know that it is not in Hollywood Studios. It is park specific, meaning that you can. Oh, is this a form of apparel? Ah, okay, Chris, that makes more sense. And no, it is not a form of apparel. So Matt, you are up.
Is this thing an animal?
Is this thing an animal? No, it is not an animal. All right, Megan.
Is this thing something that the guests like to take pictures with?
Well, I would say absolutely at a certain point. I'll just give it away. We'll see if you pick it up. At a certain point during the day, absolutely. And that was question number 8. Throughout the whole day, and I saw what this could wind up being a form of peril if we don't get better. It's all in how you ask the questions, guys. So, you know,
Is this found in Animal Kingdom?
no. And I believe that was question 9, if I'm keeping track correctly here. So users, am I correct that this was question 9? I believe so.
You're
All
the
right,
host.
I know, but I was
Yeah, that was
watching.
mine.
Jeez.
I thought it was 9.
It is. Yeah.
It was 9. I thought so. Alrighty, viewers, you are up. They're getting stumped on this. I mean, I'm just telling you. This one is of the ones in this round one, a person, place, or thing. This is the one I thought that would stump everybody. If it was going to stump them, this would be the one that stumps. Tom asks, is it the sword in the stone? No, it is not the sword in the stone. That was actually one of our answers in our last round of 20 questions. Alrighty, Matt, you are up for question number 11.
Okay. So it's not in Hollywood Studios.
Not in Hollywood Studios, not in Animal Kingdom. I believe Hawk, you had asked Animal Kingdom, not in Animal Kingdom.
All right. Is it?
You got 2 left.
No, so I got 2 left. Okay. It's
Not 2
time
questions left, but I mean, if it's park specific, so therefore you got 2 left.
Thing. All right. Are we? For clarification, are we considering shows part of places?
If it is an attraction, and an attraction could be a show or a ride, those are considered places, yes.
Okay, so this thing. Okay.
Yes, this thing is a thing. They are objects.
It's going to be an object. Okay.
If it's a thing, it's an object.
Okay. Oh,
Chris asks, is this the partner statue? It is not the partner statue. I'll let that be a freebie because that was also one from a previous 20 questions. Matt?
Okay, so we're at Magic Kingdom, we're at Epcot. Okay. In time specific, I mean...
You got to ask the question before I answer that one. But
No, I know. I'm going through it in my head, just kind of narrowing stuff down because there was, that hint of kind of time specific. So I'm trying to rack my brain and. All right, are we at Epcot?
No, we are not at Epcot, so therefore we know the answer to the next one. So, all right, go ahead, Megan.
Is it the Magic Kingdom flagpole?
Question number 12, and Megan gets it. It is the Main Street flagpole, and that is why, yes, at a certain time of day, and folks, as we have Memorial Day that was just yesterday, I put this in specifically for Hawk. Granted, Memorial Day is about remembering those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, but we do want to make sure we salute you for your service. So that was the Main Street flagpole was put in for Hawk. So there we go. So
and real quick, if you've never had the chance to experience the flag retreat in the afternoon, make sure you get the opportunity to do that at Magic.
It really is.
Bring the tissues.
Yeah, it is a very powerful in a world where a lot of people forget what it means to be a true American citizen, to see the respect that Disney does, and they honor a military member of the military or military family member at every retreat ceremony. And it is truly amazing to see the pride and the just the overall respect that gets issued in the area when that goes on. It is one of the most emotional moments you'll see at Disney World. It's really a true experience.
The person who is veteran of the day gets to keep the flag. My grandfather was one of the veterans way back in 2004. And I mean, my mom had a shadow box made and all this stuff, and it's one of the things that we still have from him. He passed several years ago. So it's amazing. 100% make sure you're there at 5 o'clock. It
truly
it gives you goosebumps every time you see it.
Yeah, it is truly amazing. And again, that's why I put this on here, because I wanted to make sure to bring some attention to this flag retreat ceremony that takes place at 5 o'clock every day in the Magic Kingdom. So, alrighty, we are starting up with round 2 now of person or place or thing. So we're back to a person. Let's see here. I believe the viewers. Let's see who started. Yeah, the viewers start this one out. All right, so viewers, you are up. You are starting this out, and it is a person. This is a person, and so the viewers kick us off. And so viewers, start us out. This is a person. And as I've said before, if you're just joining us, everything that we're here, all these the person, place, or thing, they have a connection to the parks.
All right, Chris, you're getting the question. Tom
is deferring.
So
Is this person? Well, I got to be a yes or no answer here. So
That is a yes or no question.
This
Is
person-
this person associated with Mickey Mouse but not Walt Disney? Yes or no?
okay, well, I guess you could say it that way, and the answer is no. Then okay, so no, this person is not associated with Mickey Mouse, and is not Walt Disney. It's kind of a cute way to do a double question.
I like that. Chris,
Yeah.
this is good. This is
No.
Chris, you got it. That was a good one.
That was that's a good way to start.
Don't start over anything.
No,
That
don't
was
start
a
over. You
good
did
one.
that. That was a good way to
You got
put
a
it.
twofer, buddy.
You got a twofer in there. All right, Matt, you're up. All right, Matt, you're up. Question number 2.
Is this person a human?
No, this person is not a human. All right, Megan. I don't know. Is it an animal? Hawk? I don't know.
No, human is clearly different. A human is an animal, but if you're not human, you're not human. Like, it is what it is.
Okay, is this non-human animal thing, person, whatever, found in a single park at Disney?
No. All right, Hawk, you're up.
Has this person, animal thingy been in more than one movie?
Yes. All right, viewers are back up again. So let's see if you can. I got you on the last person, so will I get you on this one? Has this person starred in their own attraction? Yes. This person has starred in their own attraction. Yes. Good question. All right, Matt, you're up.
Is this attraction still running currently?
No, this attraction is not currently running.
Was
All right, Megan, you're up for question number 7.
this the attraction that they were in? Was it in Magic Kingdom?
Yes, it was. All right.
Is it Stitch?
Well, Stitch got this on. Oh, questions. Yes, Stitch. So this is indeed Stitch.
Megan,
So-
watch out. You're looking rough right now, Megan.
All right, so Hawk got that one. That's the second one for Hawk. All right, so Matt, you are starting us off with a place. A place.
All right. Is this place a restaurant?
No, this is not a rest. Well, hold on. I gotta think about this. Wait a minute. I gotta think
There's
about
another
this.
Chuckism, everybody.
Well, when you hear the answer, you'll understand why I gotta think about this. No, it is not a restaurant. Okay. No, it is not a restaurant. I had to think about this for a second. No, it is not a restaurant. Okay, Megan, you're up.
Is this place in one of the parks?
No, it is not in one of the parks. Hawk, you're up. Question 3.
Is this place in Disney Springs?
Yes, it is in Disney Springs. All right. You viewers, you are up. So this is not a restaurant. This is not in the parks, and we now know that it is in Disney Springs. So where is this place? It is in Disney Springs, but it is not a restaurant. Is this the bowling alley? And by the bowling alley, I think you're referring to Splitsville. No, it is not Splitsville. It is not Splitsville. All right, Matt, you're up. All right, Matt, you're up. Don't set it out.
Oh.
Yeah, don't set it out. Just take a guess, though. All right, Matt, you're up.
Okay, it's not a restaurant, but you were hesitant. So, does this place serve food?
I don't think it serves Okay. How do I? It depends on how you define food. Define food for me, please.
So,
You'll understand in as a
okay, does it serve more than like snacks? Like it's not like a pretzels and
okay,
churros
so
and
you're
stuff
you're
like that.
talking about things that you eat. Okay, then no, it
Yeah.
does not serve food. Okay, well, all right, Megan, you're up.
Okay, hold on. Now I got to think about that last answer. Oh, I don't know what the place is called. Shoot.
Hawk, I think, may have it.
Yeah, I think so too. Is this place down in the marketplace area?
Okay. I got to really think about this. I ask a different because I'm not sure where the line is between Marketplace and West Side anymore. It's gotten kind of fuzzy.
Okay.
So those are kind of old delineations. So I'll give you a freebie on that and say kind of ask a different one because I'm not sure where the line is anymore. But since it's blown up, it's kind of in different areas. There are different areas, and I'm not sure there's the marketplace in West Side like it used to be.
Okay, so Matt's question was, does it serve more than snack food? And your answer was no. Do I have that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to recall. It's been a while since I've. Well, anyway, I can't say anymore.
This is not helping.
You think I'm here to help you?
Trying to think of where I put that demarcation line between between Marketplace and West Side. And I want to say the only thing I can think of that might maybe be a restaurant that would like cause pause there is it the poutine cart?
No, it is not the poutine cart. It's definitely not that. All right, that was question 6, I believe. Hawk, you're up.
Is it a defined store, restaurant, or place is it not a cart at Disney?
Yeah, it is a play. It is a defined place structure.
Okay,
yes.
so it's a defined establishment.
It is a defined establishment. Absolutely, yes. All right, viewers, you are up. So, what have you got down in Disney Springs? Chris said he was sitting this one out. So, but Tom, if you got some ideas, throw it out. And again, if you're watching and you haven't popped
throw
into
a
the chat
question.
yet, please come join us in the
Throw
chat
it,
and
yeah.
play along because we'd love to have you come and join us and play along here. So we're waiting to see what our viewers say. If we've got them going, this is question number 8. Is this something outdoors? Well, I mean, everything in Disney Springs is pretty much outdoors in that respect, but the place itself is a structure, and so I would call it indoors per se. It is not something that you experience outdoors. Does that make sense? All right, Matt, you're up with question number 9.
Right. I'm still hung up on this food thing because I feel like there's still some kind of relevance to it, to this place.
There it is, kind of, sort of. I'm going to have to look it up now because I got to make sure I'm...
This place does it... How do I word this? Does this place deal with candy?
Well...
Primarily.
No. Okay, if you're asking it that way, is this place primarily a candy place? Then the answer is no.
Okay, so
Okay.
that one.
All right. Megan?
Is this, and I think it's Joffrey's, has a coffee shop at Disney Springs. Is it the coffee shop?
No, it is not the coffee shop. And that was question. Let's see, Matt. I believe you were question. That was question 9, right? And that was question 10 for Megan.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, I was stopped. I wasn't. I was trying to look up to make sure I'm right on this.
Is this the Coca-Cola store?
Hawk gets it. This is the world of Coke. Yes, this is the world of Coke. And I had to look up the menu because I'm like, is there other snacks? I'm like, do they serve any snack? I mean, so they serve chips and pretzels, but this is mostly there's a rooftop bar
Yeah.
on top. And so I'm like, is it a restaurant? No, not exactly a restaurant. No, it's not. It's a lounge, but.
At first, I was leaning towards Gideon's the way you were talking, but then when he started to say, like, when he was saying it's not food, then you threw me totally off.
Yeah, so this is Hawk's on a roll. That's 3 for Hawk. All righty. So next up,
over my crown here.
we're going to a thing here, and I believe Megan is starting us off with a thing.
Is this a souvenir?
All right, that's question 1. Is this a souvenir? No, it is not a souvenir. Hawk. Viewers, be ready as well. Hawk, this is a thing.
Is this thing found inside a park?
Yes, absolutely found inside a park for now. That was a big hint. All right, viewers, I gave you a big hint on that one if you were paying attention. What have you got? It is found in a park. Viewers, see if you want to share out here. Is it connected to a major? Okay, so Tom asks, is this Muppet Vision 3D? I will, Tom, a reminder that all attractions are considered places, so I'll let you re-ask that. Is this connected to a major attraction? Again, the question becomes a definition of major, but in general, I would say no. But so, Tom, I'll let you re-ask because Muppet Vision 3D. That's considered a place. So, all attractions, again, for purposes of definition, are place. Matt thinks he's got it. I'm gonna give Tom a second here to.
This could be a quick one.
This could be a quick one. Jump in. Again, I gave you a massive hint there. Practically gave it away. What is our category? This is a thing, Tom. This is a thing. Meaning a thing being an object. Let me look at my list. Physical object. So, real quickly here, we'll go give them one quick bit to see if they can pick it up here.
I think Tom's on the right track.
I think Tom's got it. I think Tom knows where he's going. We'll see if our viewers can get it here. We're waiting to see real quickly if they've got it. All right, come on, Tom. Do you have it? What do you think?
What's your guess, Tom?
All right. We know
I'll
it's
give
not.
you a hint. It's not the Carousel of Progress.
I was about to say, we know it's not the Carousel of Progress. All right, Tom says nope. All right, so they had already asked a question. That was question number 3. Matt, go for it.
Is this the Miss Piggy fountain?
It is the Miss Piggy fountain. All
I
right.
think we're all thinking that.
Yeah, Matt got that one. I kind of gave it away with a rather obvious hint.
Which
for
was
that
not the
one.
Muppet 3D, and you wanted them to re-ask.
Yep.
I was like, oh, it's going to be right there.
Yep, there we go. Okay, so let's see. Hawk has 3. Matt and Megan both have 1, and I have 1. The viewers haven't got 1 yet, but we'll see how things go. Okay, we are heading over to a person, and let's see here. I believe, Hawk, you're starting us off, yes? Hawk, you're starting us off with a person for round 3 here. A person.
Can this person be met inside a park?
Well, I will rephrase your question slightly to say, just because I'm being nice, okay? I'm not trying to chuckism you on this one. I will rephrase your question to say, could this person be met in a park? And the answer was yes. All right, viewers, you are up.
It's Moana again.
Yeah, it's Moana. Right.
It's Moana
It's
too.
Moana 2. That's exactly it. All righty, viewers, you are up. So this person could be met, although I don't like the word meet. Hawk, are you referring to an official character meet and greet, that kind of concept, or just
No,
seen?
I asked the question, could they be met?
All right, that's why I asked. Okay, then, because then, and could this person have been met in a park? Yes, have been met. I'll to answer your question that way. Yes. So,
All right, Chris, you're up. Throw a question.
all right, Chris and Tom, you're up.
You guys can both throw for the viewers.
Viewers, just throw them out.
Throw a question. Like, we'll go through 3 or 4 questions. It's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Throw them out.
That's right. Is this person? Okay, so he's asking what's not a yes or no, but I'll answer it anyway. Is this person a part of a current or a former attraction? The answer is yes, but the clarifier is former. Well, in some respects, I will answer it this way. There is a reference to this person in a current attraction, a reference in multiple attractions, actually. But this actual person was found in a previous attraction.
Chuck, we need to work on your 2020 questions because, like, if we're only allowed to ask yes or no, you can't come up with these glorious answers of you got some word salad in your stuff.
No,
we're helping the viewers.
I'm helping the viewers out. You know what? I don't break the rules for you.
Chuck.
All right, Chris has a guess.
Is this Mr. Toad? No, it is not Mr. Toad.
That's what I thought.
So it was not Mr. Toad. All righty. So Matt, you are up.
What are we doing again, person? Sorry.
This is a person.
Person.
Part of officially part of
Chuck,
a former
work on
attraction.
talking. Matt, work on listening.
Yeah, right. This person is officially part of a former attraction, although there are still references to this person in current attractions, plural.
All right.
And I'm being nice to you. I could have just said no.
Are
I'm
these
being nice.
attractions
Might have been
found
easier.
at multiple parks?
Well, okay, if you're going to ask it that way, then yes. They are that is in multiple parks. All right, Megan.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Okay. Is this person female? I did not.
Okay, well,
The last place
Okay.
I expected us to have to define a woman was here.
well, I would guess the answer to that is the answer officially, I guess, is no, but no. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, goodness.
Good luck, Hawk. I don't know where you go from
There's
here.
so many ways we can go with this.
So confused.
Wow. And it's a former.
Yes, a former.
See, that would make more sense going into current.
Well, again, yeah, I would. You ask the question: Is this person female? I will say that this person is not presented as a female.
Is this person one of the Muppets?
No, this person is not one of the Muppets. All right, viewers, you are up. This is a person that is not presented as a female. That's the best way I guess I can say this. From a former attraction, but there are references to this person in current attractions. Multiple current attractions. So let's see if anybody can pick it up.
What you got, viewers?
Yep, let's see what you have here. Tell you what we do. While they do that, we're gonna so that we can kind of keep moving. Well, viewer questions are freebies. So Matt, we'll let you go, and then just as viewers ask them, we'll let the viewers jump in. So Matt, go ahead with question 7.
All right. Was this person's original attraction at Magic Kingdom?
Yes, this person's original attraction was in the Magic Kingdom. Yes. Alrighty, that was question 8. No, that was question 7. Sorry, Megan is up now with question 8. Sorry.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with Tom. I was good until the woman question. Now I'm just like sitting here trying to figure out what in the world I'm going for here. I'm also running through my list of former attractions in the Magic Kingdom, and there are so many. Was the attraction found in Fantasyland?
No, the former attraction that was in the Magic Kingdom was not found in Fantasyland. Hawk.
Was the former attraction located in Tomorrowland?
Why, yes, indeed. It was located in Tomorrowland. Viewers, just anytime you got an idea or a guess, shout out. All right, Matt. Yeah, remember, viewers, you keep shouting out. You get freebies. You help out the gang, and if you guys get it first, then you get it.
I don't know if this is what it was actually. Oh, this.
Chris says he's stumped, but.
Yeah. It's a person. Is this the? I'm gonna shoot. Is this the alien from Alien Encounter?
No, this is not the alien from Alien Encounter.
That was going to be my guess. So
no,
we're all
Megan.
It's the only former ride I know.
Yeah, in fact, Tom asked the exact same thing. Was it the alien from Alien Encounter?
That's
No, it is not the alien from Alien Encounter. All right, Megan, you are up with question 12.
are Matt and I too young to have actually experienced this ride?
Okay. That's an interesting question. I have to think about this. I would say the answer to that question probably is yes. Probably yes. I don't want to get to how old you are, but I would say the answer is probably yes. Hawk?
Was this attraction located where Buzz Lightyear currently is?
No. What you're asking is, was it in If You Had Wings? The answer is no. Tom asks, is it Skippy from Alien Encounter? No. Although I have to admit, I thought about putting Skippy in the list. I did not. That was question 13. So, Matt, you're up with 14. And again, the viewers get them free. So,
Chuck, if it's before me,
this person is referenced in multiple current attractions. Just does not appear.
well, it's not that. Multiple attractions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just completely lost at this point.
All right, take a shot.
I'm trying to think of a question that would be relevant.
All right, come on. There's a few people watching now. Throw some questions out and help
Yeah,
these
come on now, help them out, because I
Throw
may
some
have them again.
questions out there.
And for those of you texting me guesses and questions, you have to put them in the chat. You're not going to get a response.
Yeah, you got to put it in the chat. You got to log in and be in the chat, either the Facebook chat or the YouTube chat.
Don't be afraid to partake. We look like we're dopey, so we are embracing it.
All right. Does this person have a mustache?
Oh gosh, I don't know. To be honest, I don't
I'm playing
think
this who, like, you know,
so.
game, so
I don't think so. All right, Megan.
Okay, I know nobody's name, so I will try to help out those of you who might. I'm going to ask, is this person from the 2000 Leagues Under the Sea attraction?
Is this person from 20,000 Leagues Under the
20,000.
Sea? No, this is not from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That was question 15. So, Hawk, you're up with question 16.
We didn't know if they're a woman, and we're not sure.
I will. This is not
this is
presented
getting
as a
very-
woman.
Where this is. Oh, good. When you say it's a former attraction, is it a older iteration of a current?
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris has it. Tom Morrow, paging Mr. Tom Morrow. It is indeed Tom Morrow. Tom
And
Morrow.
the fans get one.
The fans get one. Tom Morrow was originally in Flight to the Moon and Rocket to the Moon. The reason I said that, Tom Morrow is a robot. So, no, he's not male. No, he's not female. He's a robot. But he was presented as a male, not presented as a female in that way. He's not a man, but he's a robot. But he was presented as a male robot, not a female robot. Did also make a brief appearance over in Epcot in Communicore at one point, but is referenced in multiple attractions. He's referenced in Star Tours. He's referenced in the Tomorrowland Transit Authority or the People Mover. He was referenced, speaking of extraterrestrial alien encounter, Tom Morrow is mentioned there. And he even apparently has a reference in Skipper Canteen. So Tom Morrow, he's also referenced, by the way, in Space Mountain as well. Paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Well, I mean, technically it's the People Mover, but that's also that is done inside Space Mountain, so I'll count it both ways. So Chris and the viewers get Tom Morrow. Well done.
And we
They get
appreciate
Tom-
Chris putting us out of our misery with that.
That's right. He did.
Oh.
See, I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was Tom Morrow. You know, it was doing an old one. So, you know, I didn't answer anything inaccurately. In fact, I was trying to help you out a little bit. So I think, Hawk, what do you think? I think we got time for maybe one or two more. Real quick here.
Let's go for one more because that one was pretty painstaking.
Well, this next one might not be too bad. Let's see who's
All right, we'll see.
who's starting off here. This is a place. You guys get the places a lot faster. This is a place. Who's off? I'm trying to remember who.
Viewers, right?
Well,
Did you hear the last one?
Yeah, viewers. I think.
yeah, viewers, you get to start us off if you can, real quick. It's a place, so. But viewers are getting them free. So go ahead and Matt, start us off while the viewers start typing their questions. So it is a place.
is this a place inside one of the parks?
Yes, it is inside one of the parks. Megan,
Is this a restaurant?
it is a restaurant. Hawk,
Is this the Sci-Fi Drive-In?
it is not Sci-Fi Drive-In. Viewers, just keep shouting out as you go. Matt, question 4.
Okay, is this located at Epcot?
It is located at Epcot. Yes, Megan.
Is this a character meal destination location?
No, it is not. All right, Hawk. I had to think about that for a second, but no, it is not. Hawk.
Now you got me confused and thinking for a moment. Is this
There are plenty of characters there, but no, it's not a character.
I got you.
But
Is this Space 220?
no, it is not Space 220. All righty, Matt.
Does this restaurant
Question
have
7.
live entertainment?
Yes, it does at times have live entertainment. Megan?
Is this the beer garden?
Not the beer garden. That's
that's
question
what I
8.
was
9, Hawk.
Is this the Mexican restaurant?
You're going to have to be more specific on that because there are multiple Mexican restaurants.
Oh, Tom's gonna
La
guess that.
Hacienda.
So Tom asks, is this a San Angel Inn? No, it is not. And no, it is not La Hacienda either. So, Matt, you're up for question number 10.
I haven't eaten in many of the restaurants over at Epcot, so I'm kind of.
Viewers, just shout out. You get freebies. So,
All right, if you were. How do I phrase this? If you were walking from the main entrance of Epcot, not by the Skyliner, but the main entrance,
the front entrance in
the front entrance, would
in
this
Future
restaurant
World.
be on the right-hand side?
Yes, it would. Well, okay. If you're referring to if you're walking in the main entrance and the center line of the park, as it were, would it be on the right side? Yes.
Right.
Okay. Yes, it would be. It would be on the right side center line, which means it is on the west side of
side,
Epcot.
basically?
It is on the west side of Epcot. Yes. All right, Megan, you're up.
Okay.
That's question for question 11.
Is this the Rosencrantz?
He said, "Is this?" Chris asks, "Is this Connections?" Meaning the Connections Cafe. No, it is not the Connections Cafe. Megan, you asked again.
The Rosencrantz?
It is indeed Rose and Crown.
Right.
Yes.
So I lost, but I only lost by 1.
Rose and Crown. Megan got 2. Hawk had 3. Matt had 1. I had 1, and our viewers had 1. So this was our first bid.
Well-distributed round.
Well-distributed round. A little surprising that I got you guys on the first one. I was a little bit surprised by that. I thought you would get more.
Well,
I
I
still
mean,
next
to
to
be
it.
fair,
started
you
on-
kind of lied. So
That was,
Lies, but I
that
mean-
was an asterisk one. I agree with you, Megan. That deserved an asterisk because
Well-
I think we were on track, and then he said no, and then we were blown off, and then we were way off going. He blew Moana's sail like to a whole nother ocean.
It was over there.
how far
Whatever.
will he go to make us miss?
I didn't lie.
Hey,
I did not lie. Alrighty. Hey, folks, we hope you've had a great time playing game night. We do this. Chris, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Tom, thank you for being here. We do this every final Tuesday of the month, so be sure to come back and join us. I've still got plenty of 20 questions ready to go here, so you never know. We may pull out 20 questions again in the future. Most importantly, though, we want you to join us every Tuesday night here on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel. We have great discussions talking about amazing things. We just, like I said, our last episode, we talked all about Epic Universe. There was a great discussion that especially Hawk and Megan had going all through the launch and the all the great things that are happening over at Epic Universe. So be sure to join us over on our social media channel, Mousecast 2025 on Facebook. You can also find us over on YouTube. I want to say a huge thank you again to Matt, to Megan, to Hawk, Chris, and Tom, who were joining us here in the chat. If you have been watching us but you didn't join in the chat, please be sure to share out and join us and join in the fun. It's how we make this a lot more enjoyable, and we'd love to have you be part of the conversation here on Mousecast, the podcast where the mind meets the magic. And so until next time, we'll see you.
Thanks for joining the Mousecast podcast. Our favorite show gets it right. It's the last Tuesday of the month. Thanks for playing along with Game Night. This is where the mind meets